So when Moses turns, he sees something he never saw before. I've watched green trees burn, but they burn. But some kind of way the bush wouldn't get in the flame and the flame wouldn't get in the bush. It just wouldn't happen. And that's what caught his attention, the supernatural, the miraculous. And now God has his attention, and he started talking to him. And Moses said, "Here I am." How many of y'all know if the bush starts talking, you're going to say, "Here I am"? Well, let me tell you, the bush ain't going to talk. The preacher's talking right now. Listen, call me Butch. Bush. The bush is talking. And the bush is burning. But the bush is not being consumed. That was the key. The bush was not being consumed. And the Lord showed me the four components in this epiphany that Moses was having. The first thing was there was a bush. And the Lord showed me the bush represented God's people. And the fire in the bush represented the fire of affliction that was going on in Egypt. Y'all with me? And the third element or component in this was the voice of God. So you understand, when you got the word, you're the bush. But if you got the word, the bush ain't going to burn by the fire of the world's affliction. Some of y'all got that? In other words, you're going to go through the fire of affliction because you got the word in you. You're the bush. Tell your neighbor, "I'm the bush." I'm the bush. You're the green thing, man. You're the living thing. But that, and you know, the Lord was trying to let Moses know, I hear the cry of my people. I feel their pain and I feel their sorrow. But he said, I'm going to use you as a deliverer. He said, I'm going to bring them out into a large land, into a land flowing with milk and honey. That's a place of fruitfulness. So not only does God want us out, but he already has the place prepared. Y'all with me? God hears your cry. And if you would trust him and hear his voice like Moses did, I don't care what you're going through, it ain't going to burn you. You're not going to be consumed by it. My people last night got it a lot better than y'all getting it right now. I'm trying to tell you, the bush will go through the fire and not be consumed if you listen to the voice of the Lord. You got it. He got it. One got it. One got it. And so all of a sudden, he got Moses. He got him. And so Moses, he's fixing to take a step towards God. And God said, hey, take the shoes off. We were praying for people last night. They were taking their shoes off. I think somebody took their foot off. Someone went home barefooted. But the shoe represents the prince of Egypt. They wore shoes. You understand? And what the Lord was telling Moses, to follow me, you got to take that Egypt thing off. Everything you've been taught, everything you were raised in, all the learning and the place of privilege, that don't go here. You can't bring this here. And you know what Moses did? He said, okay, I don't need all of that. And he took them off. And as soon as he took them off, the Lord said, this is holy ground. As soon as he took off Egypt, he went to a higher place, but yet still in the same place. Spiritually went up. He connected with his God. And God started to speak to him. And God was going to use him. Isn't that powerful? I'm telling you, when you meet God, you can't stay normal. Rodney Howard-Browne said that. I mean, it's true. You can't be normal. You cannot be normal when you meet God, when you meet his presence, when you meet him, and he starts speaking to you. The reason the bush really didn't burn is because he's an immutable God. He can't change. He can be in the fire of affliction. That won't affect him. He can't be subjected to change. I don't care if God was blue paint and you were red paint. If you threw red paint on him, he'd still stay blue. Because he's the God that does not change.